Imagine waking up to find 10 healthy piglets dead, not because of disease, but because you missed one small step in preparing for farrowing. It happens more often than you think. But what if I told you that those losses can be prevented with just a few right moves? Welcome back to GAC Podcast, your go-to source for real, practical, and reliable insight in agriculture. I am your host, Joshua Salvation, and today we're diving into one of the most important stages of pig farming, which is farrowing. If you are a pig farmer or planning to get started or to start your piggery, this episode will walk you through how to properly manage farrowing and take care of your sow before, during, and after delivery. So if you are to know, we're actually carrying out a piggery farming series where we take you through all aspects of pig farming. Already about 5 episodes are out now. Do well to actually check out the links or the links in the description for other episodes and to know what they're about. And so you can be able to follow through levels of topics that we've discussed. So let's get into this. What is actually farrowing and what are the importance of proper farrowing? Now, farrowing is the process by which sows give birth to their piglets. It is a very sensitive and delicate stage in pig production, and your management during this time can determine the survival rate of your piglets and the health of your sow as well as the success of your entire piggery. A single mistake can actually cost lives and losses, while proper care can actually boost productivity as well as profitability of your pig farm. Then how do you prepare for farrowing? We are going to start with what you should do before farrowing. Number one is to create a clean, comfortable farrowing area. You can use farrowing crates or pens that protect piglets from being crushed by the sow. Ensure that the floor is dry, non-slippery, and disinfected. Control temperature and keep it warm enough for about 30 to 32 degrees Celsius for piglets. Number two is to observe the sow closely in the last week of pregnancy. Look out for signs like restlessness, swollen teeth, milk production, or nesting behavior. This will help you know when your sow is about to farrow. Number three is deworming and vaccination. 2 weeks before farrowing, the sow should be dewormed and ensure that she is vaccinated against disease like E. coli and parvovirus to actually protect the piglet. Number four deals with nutrition and hydration, and this is very important because this can actually spoil everything for you if not gotten right. It's important to feed the sow with a balanced diet that is rich in energy and fiber. Ensure that constant access to drinking water is made available. Not just drinking water, but clean drinking water. Now let's talk about how to manage the sow during the farrowing. When farrowing begins, ensure that you minimize human interference with the sow. Observe quietly unless intervention is needed. Please keep off the sow. Observe and interfere only when needed. Number two, be ready to assist if needed. So in as much as you're observing and you're minimizing the interference, you should also not leave it for so long. If the sow is straining with no piglets for about 30 minutes of delivery or labor, it actually can mean that the piglet is stuck. So assistance might be required. You can have your gloves, you can have your lubricants, clean towels handy in case of when the need arises. Another thing is to record births. Track how many piglets are born and note any stillbirths or weak piglets. Another tip is to immediately care for your piglet. Immediately care for your piglets. Now, dry piglets with clean towel. Once they are given birth to, ensure that you clean them up with clean towel, dry towel. Now, help them assess colostrum by placing them close to the mother's teat for them to suckle. This should be done within the first 30 minutes of delivery. It is essential for the immunity of the piglet. Now, what are the post-farrowing sow and piglet care? We know what to do before farrowing, preparing everything before farrowing. We know what to do, or we've known what to do during farrowing. Now, what do we do after farrowing? Because now it doesn't just involve the sow, it also involves the piglets, right? So, first is to ensure that you stabilize your sow. This process is called sow recovery. Feed the sow lightly on the first day. Don't pack too much food, right? Then gradually you keep increasing the food quantity ration day by day until you return to full feeding. Monitor the sow for fever, discharge, or signs of mastitis. Now, for those who do not know what mastitis is, I'm going to actually take through some diseases or ailments of pigs as we go through this series, and there I will discuss lots of things from brucella abortus to mastitis, lots of ailments of pigs that you might encounter and how to tackle them. Second is piglet monitoring. Provide heat sources like heat lamps or heated pads. Avoid piglet crushing by using piglet protection bars. This should be placed in the farrowing area or in the sow pen where she is with her piglets. This will prevent her from laying on her piglets and crushing them. Administer iron supplements between day 2 and day 5. Ensure that you do not forget this. That is why it's actually advisable you share this. If you have farm workers and you know you're not available most of the time, share these episodes with the farm workers and let them keep a note or jottings from this. They should actually take notes. Administer iron supplement between day 2 to day 5, and within this period you can decide to dock the tail, you can decide to cut the teeth to prevent them from biting their mother. Within this period, do this day 2 to day 5. Another thing is to maintain hygiene of piglets. Clean the bedding regularly, disinfect water and feeding equipment. Right? Now, understand that farrowing is more than just the birthing process. It is a turning point in your piggery. As we know, pigs are actually prolific breeders, but when mismanaged, you can actually incur lots of losses. Now, when breeding is done right, you can reduce piglet mortality, increase productivity, and set the stage for healthy, fast-growing piglets. Always have at the back of your mind that your sow care is your piglet's future. How well you care for your sow can determine how healthy your piglets get. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of GAC Podcast. If you found this helpful, do not forget to share it with other farmers, subscribe to this episode or subscribe to the channel, and stay connected for more detailed pig farming tips. Until next time, next episode we'll be diving into different or another topic. Don't forget to stay tuned and keep farming smart. Enjoy the rest of your day.